Dead Space 2. This is a video game that is the sequel to Dead Space. And Dead Space 2 actually was, I thought, even better than the first one. It's scarier. It, in some ways, is less linear than the first one. Um, it's about as challenging. Actually, in some way, 2 actually might be a little easier in some ways than the first one. Slightly easier. But the main thing that's good about Dead Space 2 is just that it's a lot scarier than the first one. The first one was scary, but the second one is a lot scarier. Um, uh, so there's a lot of creepy, stuff in that game that the first did not do. Like, uh, the scene where, well, that woman, ghost that always, stalks you the whole time is really freaky. Um, and there's those infected, babies that are really, uh, they're very freaky. Um, in that game with the whole kindergarten scene on the ship was just, really scary. um, the whole the sequence where you go into the kindergarten with those demon babies. It's really scary. They did a good job of making the game really just enhancing upon what they already achieved in the first game. So, yeah. The plot continues directly from Dead Space 1. Uh, there's a mysterious guy in the second one, a guy named I forgot his name actually. It's like Strauss or something. I don't know. Rhyme with it. Anyways, the story's it's pretty good. Leaves off, from the scene. It's after the whole scene where um, the main character uh, sees uh, that stalker at the end, attack him or at least mentally get to him. Of that woman. uh, can't fully remember it on the spot, but yeah, it's freaky. Um, so you start off, without your armor. It kind of actually starts out a little difficult because you don't have your armor in the beginning of the game, and it's very easy to just lose. Game over. Um, so there's some good developments on the story in the second one, especially at the end of the game. Um, After you destroy um, the artifact, it's revealed that there are several, you know, of uh, the same exact artifact structure. Um, so almost what you did was like completely useless at the end of the game because there's a plot twist right at the end where it's revealed there's a whole army of these artifacts that produce these uh, grotesque infected uh, species. It's an entire army. It's like biological warfare, and that's where the game ends. And I think that's a good twist. And that's after you destroy the artifact. So it's almost like, well, you beat one of them, but there's probably like thousands of these things at the end. So yeah, and the difference with Dead Space 2 when you play the game, the main thing that's different is that there's no um, levels where the game just kind of pauses and then you go on to the next level. It just kind of keeps going, so you're at your feet the whole time. It auto saves for you, but there's no you're going to different levels, but it's not you're not like taking on different missions. Where in the first one, it's mission by mission feeling, and you take that tram to the different like levels and stuff. The second one, it's not like you're just walking the whole time and going wherever and surviving. And I think that's actually better the way they did it in the second one than the first one. Then there's just general improvement like graphics and all that stuff. And music wise, it's pretty good. It just it fits with the whole ambience of the game. So Dead Space 2 is really just kind of like a powered up Dead Space 1. Uh, and it's a really good sequel. Recommended. A minus.